we have to say goodbye to them. And one of them will move into the lower bracket final, meeting off with Cambodia. Welcome to WEC. This is Turkey versus Iran.
You can already see Nirvana getting poked out quite hard, but that means Zendaya has to flicker away from Yi Sun Shin. Nice early gank coming in from Sherry.
And the fact that right now pushing on Ilishika, a little bit too close call to be taken out, but managed to move away as quickly as possible, will be able to survive it out. So much extension has already been done, but Neil is passing through this 1v1 with Unohana, will have no problem.
Team Iran is going to once again have a bit of a difficult time getting mid lane prio, but at least this time around their side lanes are a lot stronger. Oh, Nora actually gets the full reset on the orange buff, so that's gonna slow down Sherry a bit. Even needs to pull over Kana just to make sure that this Grok isn't causing too much chaos.
Even Nora right now doing a lot of invasive move to point out it kind of actually controls the movement of Team Iran. TURKIYE knows what it needs to be done right here and showing a lot of movement, a lot of control. But at the same time, Ilishika will be stunning Zendaya just for the sake of trying to move around.
First turtle is going to be up very, very soon. Unlike the previous game, we're not seeing very heavy emphasis towards the EXP lane here on either team. So there's not going to be a side that has an obvious advantage over the first turtle pit.
Kujo coming along to the mid side, going all out straight away with electrifying beats, takes down Cherry immediately by Zendaya. Great move comes along with Turkey just pushing out at the mid lane.
The reactionary movement from Team Iran still needs a little bit of work in terms of its speed, because they did try to go for a mid lane gank onto Zendaya. Not a bad idea, but failed to mention that Kujo was dashing in from the top side. So that's the first turtle over to TURKIYE.
First turtle, great job securing it, especially the fact that they were able to control the movement of Iran itself for that scrimmage. And now moving along, it seems that they will be able to invade even more the territory of Iran.
Right now, we're already looking at the obvious flaws of Team Iran's lineup. No lockdown that can punish Kujo for dashing too far forward. And even though their side lanes are able to get priority, that is only in a direct laning state. They don't really offer a lot of utility when it comes out to straight up team fights. And that allows TURKIYE to play very aggressively.
Now just pushing on right here at the bottom lane. Mountain Shocker just to clear things out. Not gonna do so much, but it seems that Turkey overlooking to the side of Team Iran, finding a way to go in. Kujo comes through to Sherry's side, but that's not going to be a little bit of overextension, but they still goes to Polishika instead. Again, this is just a back and forth between the two teams.
Really nice rotations here. Team TURKIYE is aware of their advantage on the map right now, especially around the mid lane, and they're using it to deprive Sherry of as much farm as possible, since this is basically the only scaling damage on Team Iran's side. And now the snowball is already starting to build up.
A lot of things to be catching up right here for Team Iran. Turkey, every movement they make is very calculated to a point that Iran is just being put stop immediately. Lishika will be able to actually just move away. It seems that Kujo is running freely, getting the buff from the territory side as well as not being stopped at all. But here comes over the technology charge. Rico takes down Sherry, but their side has been opened. Mieko in danger zone will be shut down by the one and only Nirvana.
Mieko is a scary gold laner, actually. The fact that she's flickering aggressively in that position, she knows I'm not getting out of here alive, so I'm gonna try and take someone with me. That is the mindset of a particular type of gold lane player. Team TURKIYE, even with the loss of their Granger, not gonna shy away from taking another turtle.
Not a problem for them, as they know this is just pretty much a place for them to just take a lot of the objective for themselves. And Team Iran on the other note, it's a little bit of a win for them to just get at least Mieko, but at the same time, the movement has still been controlled by TURKIYE.
Even though they did lose Mieko, picking off Sherry was much more valuable for TURKIYE there, because that denies Iran any chance of contesting the turtle and allowing TURKIYE to get even more farm at this point. The longer the game goes, the worse it's going to be for them.
Look at this, Kujo just coming in for the diving position, but Mountain Shocker does not help it at the same time. Kujo, unfortunately, will be traded off by Nirvana.
Yeah, that maybe was a little bit unnecessarily aggressive, but I can respect it. And it looks like they'll go for the gank on Kana as well, punishing the Export for remaining in lane even after they dive the tier 2.
A lot of diving composition from the side of Turkey. Risky move, but yet it is a great zoning coming them, and the fact that right here, Unohana putting a lot of pressure on her own lane, showing how they can't even move away.
Once again, the rotations from TURKIYE this game are very clean. They know how many people they need to rotate in order to get an objective, in order to get a kill. And they know how they need to play to make it successful. Unfortunately, once again, the draft of Iran not really helping them.
Comes in with the ultra rapid fire. It's open a bit too late. Unfortunately, Ilishika will be the victim of that cause.
This Carmilla not really working out so far. It works the best when you're in a direct 5v5, but Team TURKIYE is specifically avoiding positioning themselves for that. They're actually taking very separated ganks around the map with 2 or 3 split-man cells. And that is denying Team Iran any chance of getting the fight they want.
A lot of the setup that's been done by TURKIYE, denying the movement of Team Iran. And here on out, let's see if Team Iran can actually answer properly. A lot of the Feather set has been opened, comes in with a falling star, but at the same time, right here doing their best to just flick around. Neil having a little bit of difficulty, had to move away, but now comes along with Unohana just crushing in as a dragon. Will be able to take them a little bit, but comes along with a mighty swing. Feather that will be cancelled immediately. Mirko takes down Nirvana, comes through with Neil just shutting down immediately to make sure that they will survive. But Unohana, a lot of an overextension. Last Insanity doesn't get anyone. Instead, will be able to give Kujo the turtle in the hands.
Unohana definitely stayed a little longer than necessary, but that was an excellent play. The Furious dive into the bush with the Petrify, knowing that people are going to be hiding in there. Very worthy trade since they're able to get another turtle on top of it, and now Neil will go down with Nora tanking the tower for Mieko. Mega kill streak on this Granger.
The right side open. Nora will have no casualty, will be able to back away easily, but this ganking that was done by TURKIYE, success after success, and even so, Team Iran, they have been able to control just a little bit, but still not going to be enough.
Iran needs to buy a little bit more time. They need to start funneling gold into Sherry and Nirvana, but they're not really given the space on the map to do so. If they try to split push, Kujo pops out of nowhere. If they try to stay together, then they're not farming as efficiently, and the map control is not allowing them to walk up safely either.
But Kujo a bit caught off guard all by herself. Can she actually manage to survive? She managed to survive, but comes along Unohana just saying to back off from my jungler.
Yeah, I think that it was good of Iran to try and punish Kujo for walking into the bush without vision, but it might have been better if they tried to bait out the dashes from the Joy beforehand. I'm not too sure if they have what it takes to do so, though. There's not a lot of resources they can make use of.
Comes in along with electrifying bees. At the moment, Feather side has been opened. Is it going to be enough damage? Neil will be taken out by Mieko first of all. Kana had to back away. All the fires, all the burning grounds will not be enough as Neil will be immediately shut down.
All things considered, only losing the Esmeralda there is actually not too bad for Iran, but the longer the game goes, the more we can see that they are in a terribly uncomfortable position. We're at the 9-minute mark. Goal lead is 7k for TURKIYE, one of the bigger snowballs that we've seen so far in WEC 2025, and they are not letting up on the pressure.
I mean, if you were them right now, right, Safa, like, what are the things that needs to be prioritized for Team Iran? Because the fact is, they haven't found a backdoor to make sure they can actually open an opportunity to just shut down Team TURKIYE. So, in your position right now, what can you do?
The ideal is to try and bait TURKIYE into a full 5-man fight into the base. Like you basically need Turkey to make a really aggressive call, almost unnecessarily so that you can set up the Curse of Blood into the flamethrower. But so far, TURKIYE has been clean.
They are being clean, especially the fact that TURKIYE, a lot of time, Earthen Rapid being put out, that wall just guards out every mobility that is done by Team Iran. They're denying the movement, and that's what makes TURKIYE just rise to the top, and even more so, giving a lot of the turrets in their hands.
Slowly but surely, the vice grip is closing. Once again, as a reminder to the stakes here, ladies and gentlemen, this is the lower brackets. And TURKIYE is already 1 game up. If they're able to claim victory here, that means that Iran's journey at WEC is about to end. And while it is an impressive performance so far, any team would want to stay longer.
Ooh, Rampage! As well as a tectonic charge comes through, but goes back again. Feather aside, try to peel away. But Argami going to cut things on Kana. Lishika will be shut down by Mieko with Zendaya. Will be able to trade off with Neil, but unfortunately, this is going to be the only one left. Sherry as the defending of Team Iran. run. They break the turret for the bottom, and now they're pushing in for the mid as well. Jerry, there's no way out from here as the Lord is marching in. Team Turkey knows for a fact this crystal is for them to win. Comes along Uno Hana to say, Jerry, back up. This crystal is for us to take. No one is going to take away from the hands of Turkey.
Team Turkey successfully clean sweeps their opponent. They will eliminate Team Iran from contention in a very, very clean performance, where it almost seemed like it wasn't even a contest. Clean gameplay, solid drafts, and perfect execution. You can tell that they are prepared for the next level of the tournament.
Again, we have to give a lot of credits to all the setup that was done by Turkey. With the fact that